Sorry, the video cut off, so it's part 2 to Gemini's reading. So before you start watching this one, go to part 1 first. I don't know what's happening with my camera today. It must be like retrograde stuff. But what I was saying was, with the situation with the person that you're thinking about from the past, the only thing that's opposing you is your own strength, which is a gentle strength, okay? Because you look at the lion, she has this chain lightly wrapped around his neck, and she's just guiding the lion. They want you to use a gentle strength. Go within yourself to try to figure out how to deal with your emotions in regards to this situation, okay? Now, you got the Judgment card. So it shows that you're going to be rewarded for going within and getting in touch with your emotion and processing through things in a gentle way. They don't want you to look at the situation like blaming yourself for things going wrong. Just things happen the way they happened, okay? But they want you to take your time and process through and be gentle with yourself during this time. Like, ground yourself in a reality of what the situation really is, and looking at what you did, what they did in a relationship that possibly made it not work. But then they want you to work through your emotions in regards to the situation. So emotionally try to, be gentle with how you're feeling. Don't get upset with yourself and feeling overly sad, overly angry, just kind of just be calm and let your feelings just kind of wash through you. But get grounded and try to figure out what it is that you're wanting from this situation, okay? Because everything in life that happens, like this past situation that went on with you and this person, it was a lesson in it for both of you. And getting calm and getting grounded where you at now, and trying to figure out what you want to do. Even if it is you want the person back, you got to look at what went wrong. So if you are to reunite with the person, you will do it coming back in with the knowledge that you didn't have before that would help the relationship, if that makes sense, okay? But anyway, so as far as you don't anything, only thing that's opposing you is your own emotional instability. They want you to get centered, get grounded in your emotions, and figure out, what went wrong, and try to come to a better understanding this time, okay? So you got the Emperor card, which is a good sign, because it's saying you can reach achievement in a situation. Now, I've been talking about love, but if it's not pertaining to love, we can apply it to any situation. So if it's pertaining to work, basically whatever it is that you're worrying about at your job, or any options that you may have, or a past job that you have, just worrying about something that went wrong, or just not the way that you were anticipating it to go. It don't necessarily have to apply to love, because this is a general reading, so it can mean different things from different people. But I am seeing this as a love type reading. But you're gonna have financial stability in your life, and you will become more stable. You become more like the Emperor once you get stable with your emotions in the situation. Okay. Okay. Now the outcome is, my chest. Oh, I want to tell you that right then a sharp pain went through my chest. So that's how I know this is about love. It's my heart chakra. Okay, like a sharp pain. Okay. So the thing is, you're struggling with the balance in this relationship. You got the Three of Pentacles, and it's reversed. You're struggling with the balance in this situation. Okay, and I really feel that this union is like a soulmate, twin flame type of union. And that's why you're thinking about it. It is someone from your past, which is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. What they're wanting you to do is to kind of rest up as you processing through your emotion, to kind of recover from sometime when you think about things that happened in the past, those feelings comes back full force. So let it process through you, and it probably make you emotional, and then that's draining. So rest up, pray, and get calm. But the situation is going to be it's going to be a gain to the situation. So it looks like you might be getting your happily ever after with the person that you're thinking about from the past. But I think only if you're doing the work, okay? And doing the work means going within yourself and getting content with who you are and your part in it. And the reason why I say that, because they say the key is inner power. So recognizing what you contribute to the situation, what you could have done differently. You focus on you. And then they want you to rise above it. So you're going to look at the problem, be probably stressed about it, and kind of kicking yourself again. I can't believe I did this. But rise above it. So you're just looking at, you stepping back. So you look at the problem, but you're looking at it from like a point of view where like you're observing the situation. So as you go back in your memory and look at what went wrong, it's like you're doing it from a point of observation, okay? So then when you can observe it for what it is, honor your true feelings. And sometimes I might be recognizing your error in it. But when you recognize your error, it's more like a lesson. You learn, it's a lesson for you. So next time a situation presents itself this way, you may respond to it differently, even under your heightened emotions, if that makes sense, okay? Now, this is a process of growth and illumination, the God energy. So you go on through this, it feels like a lot of turmoil, but it's a necessary step to get to where it is that you're trying to get to, okay? It's a necessary step. So it's like you going to school, you're trying to learn a lesson, and God's trying to help you grow, okay? So it's what you need to do is balance your emotions and ground yourself. Balance your emotions and ground yourself. That's how you're going to get through this. So it's like observing the situation from afar, processing how you feel about that, and then like letting it go. So what it is you want, you can get, but you need a practical plan. But before you can get to the practical plan, you have to work on yourself. You have to do the internal work, okay? So they're saying you need a practical plan. So once you get past all this process of thinking and trying to figure things out, or going back in the past, reminiscing and trying to see what went wrong, you're going to have to come up with a practical plan. And you'll be really, really close to achieve your goal at that point. The person, like, it's all, like, everything is energy. So, like, once your person feel you clean out all that baggage that you had from the past, because sometimes people can feel your anger, you feel your frustration. But when you let stuff go, you clear out a mental space to allow more positive energy to flow in. If you're angry and you're holding on to stuff, it's in your heart, it's in your mind, it's in your soul. It's like there's no space for nothing new to come in, no space for nothing loving to come in. You gotta let go of the anger, the frustration, the blame, the self-hate, the, oh, I did this wrong, let that go. And then it clears up the energy, and then what it is you want can come into your life, okay? Whether that be this person from your past that you're thinking about it with, but you gotta let go of the situations, gotta release it, forgive yourself, and forgive them if they did something wrong, because it could be, this could be reversed, okay? But what they want me to let you know that you are good enough. So if it's something you did wrong, or something you felt like you wasn't, like you didn't have enough of, you were good enough. So you did your best, but your emotions were running high, but just releasing those and getting to like a balanced, grounded state is what's going to help you, okay? You need to be kind to yourself during this process, because it's an emotional process for you, and you need to realize that you can rely on yourself to get through this. You will get through this. You'll be very proud of yourself once you get through this, okay? They want to let you know that you're safe and your loved ones are safe, and the situation is really, in truth, the situation is already healed. So that's your affirmation. In truth, this situation is already healed, okay? And love is love. So love is eternal. So even if the situation doesn't work out in the physical with you two at this time, it could work out at a later time, or maybe just not necessarily working out like you two getting back together in a relationship, but being able to talk it out and come into an understanding, and like calling and saying, this, how you doing? This is what I was feeling at the time. What was going on with you? And just talking it out, just understanding, almost like a closure if it's not getting together. But I honestly think this is a reunion. This is a reunion of someone from your past that you've been thinking about. But before it can get to this point, you do need to clear your own emotional baggage out. So right now you're kind of feeling like you're at a stalemate, like you don't know what to do, you're at a crossroads. But what you are to do right now is focus on you, resting up, clearing out the emotional space, and then you will get your wish fulfillment. So this is a very good reading, Gemini. You will get your wish fulfillment, okay? Yeah, I really do think that I was trying to like relate it to like other parts of your life, like maybe career or like some kind of home situation, but it really is related to love, because I got that sharp pain in my chest, so I knew it was something related to your heart chakra that's not healed. Maybe you guys are having some pains in chest. You are, first get checked out by a doctor. If there's nothing there, just kind of work on taking deep breath and releasing the past, reviewing your situation, but looking back, not like being in it, reviewing it from the outside looking in, so you can look at it more objectively and not subjectively where you're overly emotional, okay? So you processing through to learn what the lesson was, so then you can move to the next level, which is hopefully with your love that you've been thinking about all this time, okay? So be productive in your thought processes and thinking back on things. Be productive. If you're going to think back on something and keep going over and over in your head what went wrong, be productive. Take a step back, look at the situation, look at how you could have or done things differently, and take note of that. And then going forward, if you are to be reunited again, just know that you would probably approach things differently, okay? So honor your feelings, rise above the problems, and do what you got to do. Just know that you can rely on yourself, and you're good. So Gemini, this is your reading for July through mid-August, and I'll see you guys next month. Like and subscribe if you like what you heard. Thanks.